Hello everybody, welcome to Tiger Tales, a place where you'll find stories and fanfictions written and read to you by your host, me, Tai Tiger. Today we're diving back into Power Rangers Future Foundation. In the last chapter we met a new Power Ranger, Xander Newtman, in the Universe 19. You'll know him as Power Ranger Cyberforce, but in Universe 113 he gained the Master Morpher. And of course Dante is currently in Universe 19, hanging out with the Cyberforce Rangers, and running around Stone Canyon apparently. So today we're going back to the rest of the Future Foundation crew, Chloe, Luca, CJ, and finding out what they're all up to whilst Dante's away. Quickly, before we dive in, I do just want to quickly note that all my stories are not a part of the main continuity and copyright was not intended. So let's dive in.
Welcome to Universe 113, a place where an old evil has continued its quest for ultimate power, starting by kidnapping previous Rangers and stealing their powers. But not all is lost, as a new generation of Rangers is born, bringing new life to the legendary powers that came before them. They are the new heroes of Earth. They are Power Rangers Future Foundation.
Power Rangers Future Foundation, Chapter 22, Like Mother, Like Daughter. Dante had been in Universe 19 for a couple of days, and life for the other Rangers had been quiet. Amy continued with her schoolwork. Leah was on Animarium defending the sleeping Princess Leia. Luca and CJ was in the dojo apartment, and Chloe was in town, having lunch with her mother, Kira Ford, the original Yellow Dino Thunder Ranger. So, Chloe said awkwardly, "Look, we don't have to make this awkward. You're a Power Ranger now, and it's kinda cool," Kira said with a small grin. "Okay, I thought you'd be kinda mad," Chloe replied. "I was. Then I thought about myself at your age, and how I just jumped in and kicked some serious ass," Kira chuckled. Chloe smiled at her mother. "Have you managed to get hold of your father yet?" Kira asked. "I have not. Last time I spoke to him, I told him the white dino gem was stolen and I was going to stay at Dante for a few weeks." Chloe sighed. "Maybe give him a call, or just a message," Kira suggested. "Yeah, I'll think about it," Chloe said, then bit into her cheese and onion toastie. "Have you gotten hold of Ethan or Connor at all?" Chloe asked. "I tried, but no answer. I didn't get hold of Dr. O either," Kira replied. "CJ couldn't find any of them," Chloe sighed. "Why take 3, but not me and your father?" Kira questioned. Dante and Logan had this idea that Lucon's plan needs the Power Rangers or all the source of their power. They got all the Mighty Morphin Rangers, so that includes Tommy. They got Ethan and Connor, maybe. And they got Dad's Dino Gem, and yours is here," Chloe explained as she pulled down her sleeve, revealing the metal bracelet with the yellow Dino Gem on it. "Okay, easy," Kira muttered, and Chloe tugged her sleeve down. "Sorry," Chloe said, looking around. Chloe and Kira were both going to take a sip of their drinks when suddenly screaming came from behind them. Both of them bolted towards the screaming and found a group of putties terrorizing a group of mothers with babies in their strollers. Chloe and Kira stood up on top of a set of stone steps, the putties at the bottom. Chloe looked at her mother. "Hey, you're 19, don't need mom permission to save people," Kira blurted. "Stay here," Chloe commanded. Then she revealed her yellow Dino Gem, and a small white glow it shifted into the Dino Morpher. Chloe opened the mouthpiece, then she threw her hand out. "Dino Thunder, power up, ha!" she barked, and then in a flash of light, Chloe was morphed into the yellow Dino Thunder Ranger. The other Ranger jumped down the steps in one fell swoop, rolling into the group of putties as she landed. Kira stood there watching her daughter with a slight smile on her face, witnessing firsthand as she fought the putties. The Yellow Ranger jumped up and kneed one in the face. Then she jabbed one in the chest before swiping her foot under its leg, making it drop to the floor. She jumped back, smacking her fist into 2 more putties, and then kicked one in the stomach. As she landed, she then summoned her Thundermax saber and started slashing down some of the putties. She roundhouse kicked one before slashing it upwards, cutting the putty down. She then turned the saber into blaster mode and shot at the group of putties. Kira stood there watching, worrying as she watched her daughter fight the putties. Then she remembered when herself was a ranger and how she would have done anything to save her friends and the planet from Mesogog. She smiled. Like mother, like daughter, she thought to herself. Then suddenly a car halted behind her. She turned around and saw Luca and Amy climbing out. "Yo, Mrs. F," Amy chirped. "Kira, yes. And who are you two?" Kira asked. "Oh, Luca, and this is Amy," Luca asked. "Chloe's team?" Kira questioned. "Yep," Amy cheered. Amy then held out a notepad and pen and gave it to Kira. "I'm a huge fan of both your professions," Amy winked. "You listen to my songs?" Kira asked. Yeah, Amy chirped. Luca nudged Amy in the side. "Dude, hello," Luca called out, pointing at the Yellow Ranger fighting the putties down below. "Alright, keep hold of that for me, will you? Just give me one moment," Amy said to Kira. Then both Amy and Luca ran down the steps, both revealing their morphers. Time force," Luca called out, then pressed his chronomorpher. "Let's rock it, yo," Amy called out and pressed the button combination. In a flash of light, the pink In Space Ranger and the blue Time Force Ranger ran into the group of putties. The blue Ranger summoned his chrono sabers and swung both blades, slashing down several putties. The pink Ranger punched the putty and then kicked it in the stomach. She then blocked an attack, spun around and kicked her attacker. Then she grabbed one by the wrist and with a quick pull she flipped the putty onto its back. The three Rangers made quick work of the putties. With the putties defeated, the Rangers demorphed. The trio ran up to Kira. "Not gonna lie, you guys are pretty good," Kira smiled. "Thanks, Mom." Chloe grinned. "Nice to meet you, Miss Ford," Luca said, holding out her hand. "You too, Luca. And it's Kira." Kira smiled, shaking his hand. She then handed Amy her notebook. Amy took it and opened it, and inside, Kira had written a message to Amy and signed it. "Oh my god, I got Kira Ford's signature. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god." Kira cheered. The group laughed. "I should be getting back to school. I'm actually on lunch break before CJ calls me." Amy chuckled. "I'll give you a lift back. Come on," Luca told her. "I'll see you two in a bit, okay?" Chloe grinned, with a small wave as the two climbed into Luca's car and drove off. "Come on, I'll take you to the dojo. I'll introduce you to CJ," Chloe said to her mother. "Lead the way," Kira said. Both of them walked up to the dojo to find Logan leant against the wall. "Oh my god, Logan," Chloe blurted. "You know him?" Kira asked. "Yeah, he's a friend," Chloe explained. "Sorry you're busy. I was looking for Dante," Logan muttered. Then he started to walk away. "Wait, Dante's actually on a mission, but the rest of us are here," Chloe called out. Logan stopped and turned around. "Okay, fine," Logan said. Chloe let her mother and Logan walk into the apartment and introduced them to CJ. "Nice to meet you," CJ smiled. Logan removed his poncho and Kira gazed at his black org arm, his Anaku arm. "It's okay, Mom. He's on our side. Dante trusts him, so we trust him," Chloe told her. "Okay," Kira nodded. "So what's up, Logan?" Chloe asked. "I got a few things to explain," Logan said. Then Logan explained the whole story, the story of the Universe 113, and how it was split into the Yin-verse and the Yang-verse, how Service and himself was made, and how Lucicon was made, and how he witnessed Lucicon resurrect his family, his wife, his brother, and his son. Chloe then called Luca, Amy, and Leo, and they all arrived. Logan explained himself once more. All the Rangers, Kira and CJ, all sat there in shock. They're all baffled. "So, Lucicon has Rangers and their powers to absorb them?" Luca questioned. "Makes sense why he's fascinated by Dante," Leo commented. "So is there other versions of us?" Amy asked. "There might be, yeah," Logan replied. "Why are you telling us this?" Chloe asked. "Lucicon is strong, and each one of his family members are almost just as strong, and they grow together. Each one is stronger than Daishi, Lord Zed, Master Org, you name it, and they're building their armies quickly. They all had connections. You've barely touched the surface," Logan explained. "So now what?" Luca asked. "You guys need to build your army. You need to get stronger too," Logan barked. "And what, you're gonna help us, are you?" Luca snapped. "I am, yes," Logan growled. "Both of you pack it in," CJ barked up. "Dante put this team together, and I believe in him. And right now he's doing whatever he can to get Adam back," CJ snapped. "Dante trusts Logan, so I trust Logan," Chloe repeated herself. "Fine," Luca muttered. "Okay, look, I don't know what's going on. I put the Ranger life behind me. But you guys are a strong team. You have power of old Rangers. To fight someone building an army from older villains. You've got each other's back. Kira chimed in. Is that why the Morphing Master is making Rangers? Amy asked. That's a possibility, actually, CJ responded. The team all sat there feeling confused, lost and a little awkward, when suddenly a portal opened up in the middle of the room. The Rangers all bolted to their feet, all dropping to their fighting stances. Even Logan walked up and stood there next to the Ranger team. Alright guys, easy, a familiar voice said. Everyone looked kind of confused. Then Dante walked out of the portal. Dante! Everyone cheered and they all hugged each other. Dante walked up to Logan. Nice to see you here, man. Dante grinned, holding out his hand. I got your back. Logan nodded, shaking his hand. Then another figure walked out the portal. Hey guys, the Kira figure said. Adam? Kira chirped and walked over and hugged him. Dante, you actually found him, Chloe grinned. Actually, he kinda found me, Dante smiled. Hey guys, Chloe, CJ, nice to see you guys again. And nice to meet the rest of you, Adam said to the group. Nice to see you again, young man, Kira said to Dante. Nice to see you again, Kira, Dante replied, and Kira hugged Dante. So, what's going on? Chloe asked. Dude, we got a lot to tell you, Amy said, looking at Logan. Yeah, okay, that sounds great and all, and I promise we can swap war stories after. But I actually need my team right now, Dante said, suddenly getting serious, pointing at the portal behind him. What you need, Luca replied. I made some new friends. There's a team of Rangers who are about to fight monster twins. The other team, they're also busy. Well, I told them that I could kind of get our team so the two team of Rangers can fight the two team of monsters, Dante said. Where you need us? Chloe asked. Just walk through the portal, Dante said. Luca, Amy and Leo all walked through the portal. Chloe turned to her mum. I'll be back soon, okay? Chloe said. I'll be here, Kira smiled. She hugged Chloe, then placed her hand on her daughter's face. Kick some ass, yeah? Kira said. Then Chloe nodded, waved at CJ, and they walked through the portal. Adam walked up to Logan. Aren't you part of this team too? Adam asked. Kinda, Logan muttered. You may not be a ranger, but you've got skills that I've heard. We're gonna need them, Adam told him. I'm Logan, Logan said awkwardly. Adam Park, Adam replied, and they both shook hands. Then Adam led Logan through the portal. Are you okay? CJ asked Dante. Yeah, I am, Dante said with a smile. Keep comms open, we're gonna need you, Dante told her. Then Dante walked through the portal and the portal closed, leaving Kira and CJ alone. Kira walked over to the table and picked up Amy's notebook and walked over to CJ. Hey CJ, I'm gonna need you to do some stuff. I'll be back in an hour. This is Amy's, I think she left it here, Kira told her. Oh, yeah, I'll look after it, don't worry, CJ replied. She got me to sign it earlier. I think she's kind of a fan, Kira chuckled. Yeah, she is actually, CJ said. Kira then left the apartment, leaving CJ alone. CJ opened the notebook and saw the message on the signature that Kira left in Amy's notebook. The message said, "Help, I'm being followed," followed by Kira's signature. CJ sat there with her jaw dropped. And there you have it, guys. Chapter 22 of Power Rangers Future Foundation. I'm very much enjoying this storyline. Now, the next chapter is going to be a bit different to the ending of this chapter, as what just happened leads up to Universe 19. So if you want to find out what's happening, then keep an eye on Power Rangers Universe 19, the podcast, for that to happen. That being said, let's talk about the Three Ranger Bros, as this is one of their productions. The Three Ranger Bros consist of myself, Cosplay Dude 637, and Mark the Red Cornish Ranger. Now, of course, Cosplay Dude 67 has the Power Rangers Universe 19 podcast, so make sure you go follow him and listen to his Power Ranger and Kamen Rider stories. Then Mark the Red Cornish Ranger has the Nerds Through Comics podcast, so make sure you go follow him and listen to all sorts of comic books being adapted into audio dramas. And I'm actually a voice actor for him, so you'll hear me somewhere down the line. We're in association with the Zero to Hero podcast. Billy and Jim, the Balkan Scholar Podcasting, are a duo who love Power Rangers and many, many different sorts of media across the nation, from Gundam to Power Rangers to Kamen Rider to old movies to new movies and all sorts. So if you like two guys having a laugh with different guests and talking about all sorts of stuff, make sure you go follow them too. That being said, subscribe to this channel. as more Power Rangers, more Marvel, more DC, and more stories coming your way. Thank you all for listening, and I shall see you guys really soon.